Hi, this is Ryan, and this is my Module 5 stepping stone for adding an AI character to my world. Here's my AI character. It's just a fireball. The way my world is set up right now, it's not really conducive to have another full-blown character model to deal with. So I just figured I'd put a couple fireballs in the level as obstacles, and call it a day. So here's the code for my fireball. It's just got a capsule component for collision, and then I've got an on hit event that destroys my player if it hits the player. I think in the future, especially next week when we're working with UI, I might change this just to apply damage to the player and have a health bar so you can see the damage being applied and that sort of thing. But for now, this gets the job done to show that it works. And then I've also got my Fireball controller, which has a Blackboard component and a behavior tree component. I found a tutorial that initializes the Blackboard through a possession. I didn't get it to work quite the way they had it. I think it was an older version of Unreal, so I just had the Blackboard initialization being done on begin play. Speaking of Blackboard, let's go take a look at that now. So here is my Blackboard. I've got a target location. I've got a target and a player. I'm not using both of them. I need to get rid of one of them. I need to go back and make sure, see which one I'm using. And then my behavior tree is pretty simple. The first action, it's going to check to move towards a player, and if that comes back false, then I have an action decision tree for setting a random location. And if we go into, I was trying to figure out how to do this in C++, and it wasn't working very well. So I added the event to my controller. There we go. So my controller has an AI perception, and let's get rid of this debug string. Tie this back up. It's kind of messy right now. I'm gonna reorganize it before submitting. But basically, whenever the perception's updated, it's going to check and see if it has if the player key, so that's what I'm using, I need to delete target, is valid, and if it's not, then it's going to loop through perceived actors, cast to the third person. So this is what's determining which decision tree the actor is using, and we're checking to see if the third person character has acquired the key at the end of the level or not. And if it has acquired the key, that's when this sequence fires. Otherwise, the random location sequence is going to fire. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. I have my character mesh. My character mesh is pretty much covering all of this. Let's add another fireball over here so that we can, because I extended this platform so that I could have a fireball here and at the beginning. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna run through this game. Oh, I did make some changes over here. My destructible wall now fires on an overlap event because it's just cleaner. Then I close this up just to make it look a little bit more I don't know, mysterious, I guess. So now we're gonna run through it and see how it works. So I'm starting my game, and see it's you can just see the fireball is going to a random location. Let's run into it and make sure the on hit function event works. Come here. Oh, sure, now. Yeah, so it destroys the actor, and I don't really have a respawn yet. So now let's get to the end of the level, see how it works once I pick up the key. So we're going to come over here. I adjusted my camera so we can see the key and the teleporter inside that room. We're going to come back. Jump over here, and there's my other fireball just wandering around. Come on, come on. I told you I have trouble getting this guy. Got to work on my volumes, I guess. There we go. Boom. And it's just wandering around. Doesn't notice me. Doesn't care. I might put a couple more in here just to make this a little bit more challenging. And then we're going to come over here. So like I said, I changed this to an on overlap so that now when we come over here, boom. That's what I wanted. And then I have a timer in here so that it goes away. Grab the key. Now if we come back here, now I have the key. Fireball doesn't like that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And I changed the walk speed of this guy so that I can get away from it. And then there's my light trigger to turn the light on. And that's it. And if I come back out here, yeah, he's waiting for me. And that's it. Pretty simple. Like I said, just a random movement decision. As long as I don't have the key, as soon as I pick it up, it hunts me down. Thank you.